Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is automatically add leads in LeadSquared CRM on Instamojo payment. Now suppose guys you are a business owner and you are using Instamojo as an online payment gateway to collect the payments from your customer. Now you want the customer who is sending you the payments on Instamojo, you want to add this very same customer into your LeadSquared CRM. Now the manual process of getting the customer details from Instamojo and adding that very same customer into your LeadSquared CRM can be very much repetitive and time consuming for you. So in this video, I came up with an awesome automation by which whenever we will receive a new payment on our Instamojo account, automatically the customer who actually made the payment will be added as a new lead in our LeadSquared CRM. Interesting, right? Now here you must be thinking how we are going to do this. So to make this happen, we will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration software. And the best part is, you don't have to know any kind of coding skills or programming knowledge to set up this automation. A non-technical user can create this automation very easily. So what is the actual step-by-step guide to create this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So after reaching this dashboard, click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Instamojo to LeadSquared. Instamojo to LeadSquared, and click on create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is, first we have to get the details or the data of new payment which we are receiving on our Instamojo account in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send that very same details to LeadSquared so that the customer who made us the payment on our Instamojo payment link or payment page, we can add that very same customer as a new lead in our LeadSquared CRM. So let's begin with our process. So here in trigger window in choose app, first we have to select Instamojo. Instamojo it is. And after that, in trigger event, we have to select new sale. After selecting the trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we will use this webhook URL to make the connection between Instamojo and Pabbly Connect. Just copy this webhook URL from here and follow the help text given below over here. So after copying this webhook URL, either you can add this webhook URL into your existing payment link or payment page on your Instamojo account, or if you want, you can create a new one. So basically in this video, I'll create a new payment link on my Instamojo account. So let's begin. So this is the dashboard of my Instamojo account. Just click on create new and select payment link from here. After selecting the payment link, this page appears where we have two options in this dialog box. First one is quick link, second one is smart link. Select smart link from here and give this payment a purpose. So for example, I'm receiving payments for my PHP course. So I'll enter the purpose as PHP course or the product name for which I'm getting the payment. Then it is asking us flat pricing. So just for an example, just for this video, I will set the amount of the price of this product as 9 rupees. So after that, just click on next. Then after clicking on next, at this page, we can see 4 options. And the fourth option is smart actions. Just select smart actions and from the drop down, select add webhook. As we select add webhook, we can see there is a field to add the webhook URL. Now here in this particular field, we have to add the very same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here, go to Instamojo and paste it over here. And after that, click on done. And that's it guys. Just now we have created a new payment link on our Instamojo account, and using a webhook URL, we have connected that very same payment link with Pabbly Connect as well. Now every time we will receive a new payment on this newly generated payment link, the details of that very same payment will be captured inside Pabbly Connect workflow. So and we have to do the same. Just copy this URL of this payment link from here, go to a new tab, paste it and open it. So we can see that this is the very same payment link which we have created just now for PHP course, and the amount is 9 rupees. Now here we have to make a test payment, a dummy payment on this payment link. Let's enter the details of a dummy user and make a payment. Let's enter the name, for example, dummy name, email address. This is the email address, a dummy email address, and a dummy phone number as well. And after entering these dummy details of a dummy customer at this payment page, just click on next. Now we can see that it is asking us to make the payment. So let's make a payment over here. And the payment is done. We will see that just now on our Instamojo payment page, we have received a new payment. This is the name of the customer to whom we have made the payment, and this is the mobile number of that very same customer. Now guys, we can see that we have successfully made a payment on our Instamojo payment link which we have created. And because we have connected this very same payment link with Pabbly Connect, we will see that the details or the response of this very same payment will also be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So let's check. We'll go to Pabbly Connect workflow. And yes guys, here in Pabbly Connect workflow, we can see that we have received a response over here. And in this response, we will find the details of the very same payment which we have made just now. Like in this response, we have the payment ID of that very same payment, we have the payment status, we have the currency in which we have received the payment, and we have the amount. So guys, the connection between Instamojo payment link and Pabbly Connect using a webhook URL is successfully working. Now every time we will receive the details, or basically we will receive a payment on our Instamojo payment link, automatically the details of that payment will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. But guys, we will notice one thing, that in this response, we haven't received the details of the actual customer who made the payment. Now here in the help text, in this important note, we'll read, note that if you need full details corresponding to any transaction ID, then you need to use the Instamojo get payment details event in the next action step. Which means guys, if we want to get the details of the customer or the other details of the payment, we have to, in the next step, in the action step, we have to once again select Instamojo and we have to use get payment details as an action step. So we are going to do the same. Just scroll down and come to this action window. And here in choose app, search for Instamojo. Instamojo once again. And after that, in action event from the drop down, select get payment details. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here once again, we have to connect our Instamojo account with Pabbly Connect. And this time to make the connection, we need the private API key and private authentication token of our Instamojo account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get the private API key and private authentication token. So to get the private API key and authentication token, just go to the dashboard of your Instamojo account, and after reaching to the dashboard, on the left side we can see several options over here. Out of which there is an option named as API and plugins. Just click on this API and plugins and you will find the API key and authentication token of your Instamojo account. Just copy it from there and paste it over here and click on save to make the connection. I have already made the connection, so I'll click on select existing connection and click on save. So now we have successfully connected our Instamojo account in action step in Pabbly Connect workflow. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is payment ID. So here you must be thinking how we are going to get the payment ID. So the trigger response which we have received from Instamojo of a new payment, in that response we have received the payment ID of that very same particular payment or transaction. So from here we have to basically map this very same payment ID over here in this payment ID field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and from the drop down below we can see that all the responses which we have received from Instamojo in our trigger window can be seen over here. And out of all these responses, select the response of payment ID and map it. And after mapping the payment ID, just click on save and send test request. So after clicking on save and send test request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And in this response, we can find all the details of the payment which we have just now made. The payment ID of this particular payment ID. So guys, we can see that we have received the response of the name of the customer who made the payment. We have the phone number of the customer as well as the email address of the customer. If we scroll down, we will find the amount of the payment and other details regarding the payment, like the date and time, at what date and time the payment was made. So guys, here the step 1 of setting up this automation is now successfully completed. We have successfully connected our Instamojo payment link or payment page with Pabbly Connect so that whenever we receive a new payment in our Instamojo account or Instamojo payment page, the details or the data of that very same payment will be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and in the next step we will get the details of the customer who actually made the payment. Now we want to add the customer who made the payment to our LeadSquared CRM as a new lead. For that, just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button. And here in Choose App, we have to search for LeadSquared. LeadSquared it is. And after selecting LeadSquared, in Action Event, select Create New Lead. Create or Update Lead. Just select it and click on Connect. After clicking on Connect, select Add New Connection. And now here, we have to connect our LeadSquared account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to get the access key, secret key, and API host of our LeadSquared account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get these details. Now to get these details, let's go to the dashboard of our LeadSquared account. Just a second, let's move to the dashboard. Okay, so this is the dashboard of my LeadSquared account. And after reaching to this dashboard, on the right side, we can see Profiles option. Just hover on it and click on Settings. After clicking on Settings, on the left side, we can see several options, out of which there is an option named as API and Webhooks. Just click on API and Webhooks and select API access key over here. And after selecting API access key, here we can find the API host, access key, and secret key of our LeadSquared account. Just copy this access key from here, just copy it, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Then after that, go back to LeadSquared, just click on this Show Secret Key button, copy the secret key as well, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And at last, it is asking us API host. So here for API host, just copy this API host from here, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after entering all these details, just click on Save. After clicking on Save, we can see that our LeadSquared account is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now after making the connection, it is asking us first name, last name, email, phone number, and other details of the new lead which we want to add in our LeadSquared CRM. So the customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page, we want to add them as a new lead. So here from Instamojo, we have received the details of the customer, like their name, their phone number, and email address. So we have to basically map these very same data over here in this LeadSquared field. But in LeadSquared, it is asking us first name and last name as separate values. But here from LeadSquared, from Instamojo, we have collectively received the first name and last name, basically the full name of the customer. So in Pabbly Connect, first we will split this first name and last name from this full name. And to do so, we will just click on this Add Action Step button before LeadSquared step. And here in this Choose Action Step window, we will use a feature of Pabbly Connect, that is text formatter. Just search for text formatter. After selecting text formatter by Pabbly, an action event from the drop-down, select Split Text and click on Connect. Then it is asking us text to split. So we will be mapping the name of the response or the name of the customer who made the payment on Instamojo, the response which we have received from Get Payment Details action over here. Just click on this field, and from the responses of Instamojo Get Payment Details from the drop-down, select the response of the name of the customer and map it. Then it is asking us for the separator. So in separator, the separator will be space. We want to separate the name before and after this space. So from here, we will copy the space and enter it over here. So if you want to add the space as a separator, you do it like this. You write space between double curly braces. And after that, guys, it is asking us for the segment index. So the segment index will be from the drop down all. And after selecting all of these, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now after clicking on Save and Send Test Request, in response received, we can see that we have separate response of first name and last name of the customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page. So let's map these details over here in this LeadSquared field. In the first name, just click here. Wait a second. We have added some new data, some new response above the LeadSquared step. Just click on Connected, select Existing Connection and click on Save once again. So now because we have added some new data, some new responses before this step, so we are just reconnecting it so that while mapping, we can also get that very same data over here. And yes, now let's click on post name, and from the drop down now we can see responses from text formatter also can be seen over here. Just click on this, and from this responses select the response of post name. Follow the same process of mapping over here for the last name as well. Now we have received the email address and phone number from Instamojo. Just click on this field, and from the responses of Instamojo get payment details, select the response of email and map it. Then it is asking us for the phone number. Now for phone number, just click here, and from the Instamojo responses, select and map the phone number of the customer who actually made the payment. Then after that, it is asking us address, city, state, country, and some other details of the user to whom we want to add as a lead. But these details are not mandatory over here, so we can ignore these fields for now, and we will scroll down and click on Save and Send Test Request button. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the customer who made the payment on our Instamojo payment page is now successfully added as a new lead in our LeadSquared CRM. So let's check this. We'll go back to LeadSquared, go to Leads, and click on Manage Leads over here. And yes guys, we can see that dummy name, the very same customer whose details we have entered on our Instamojo payment page while making the payment, the very same customer is now automatically added as a new lead in our LeadSquared CRM. Which means guys, the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now every time we will receive a new payment on our Instamojo dashboard, instantly, automatically the customer who made the payment will be added as a new lead in our LeadSquared CRM using this automation. So after successfully setting up this automation, let's get back to Pabbly Connect and understand in brief that what are the steps we followed while setting up this automation as well. So first guys, we have created a workflow in Pabbly Connect, and in this workflow in trigger application, we have selected Instamojo and new sale was our trigger event. After that, using a webhook URL, we have connected Pabbly Connect workflow with Instamojo payment link or payment page so that every time we receive a new payment on our Instamojo account, the details of that very same payment can be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And we did the same. We made a dummy payment over here and received the response. But in that response, we haven't received the response of the customer who actually made the payment. So in the next step or next action step of Instamojo get payment details, using the payment ID, we have retrieved the details of the payment like the customer details and other details as well. Then after that, using the text formatter, we have separated first name and last name of the customer who made the payment from the full name. And at last, we have sent all of these data to LeadSquared so that we can add that very same customer as a new lead in our LeadSquared CRM. So not just these applications guys, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this very same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this very same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.